Ark Survival Evolved on the Nintendo Switch. We're showing off cheats and admin logging, basically creating items, auto-taming dinosaurs, god mode, and so forth. So to start, you either want to do this in like kind of a local game, local with friends, or just kind of single player. You're going to want to turn on the admin logging for admin controls. Alright, we're finally in the game. So to get started with the cheating, you're going to press the start button, which is plus, and then at the same time you're going to hold L plus R plus X and Y. So LR, XY, same time, click it at once, and we have our admin command menu. Pretty cool, pretty easy. I'll throw it on the screen too in case anybody's having trouble with that. Not too difficult. So here's an easy one to start off with. We got GM buff. We're just going to show that off there. And you're seeing immediately how my skills have been improved because this was a brand new spawned character. I have 99 points available. How exciting. So that kind of just allows me to be like super high level, and then I can do all the engrams right away if I'd like to, because I have so many kind of available. Cool. So that's that one right off the bat. Another option, again, to kind of get it going, you just click the top bar there, and then you're able to click back and fill in something new. Say, sorry, these Switch controllers drive me crazy. God is one. Then you press start, you'll see it pop up there. Move over, and then press A on admin command, and it does that. So now we're going to go into other things that are a little bit more technical. So first off, we're going to start with giving items. So we've got basically the command give item. And there are variations to this, and I'm going to put in the description basically a page where you can get all of the different numbers and details and everything like that for all the different things in the game. Let's do, I don't know, 193. We'll see what that is. There's a bunch of different ones. I could specifically look them up if I wanted, but I really don't care. And then you're going to follow that with 1, 1, and 0. So that's basically giving it properties that it needs to spawn with. Then we go over to admin command, click it. You'll notice it kind of pop up on the left hand side there briefly. And then we're actually able to go into our menu here, and we can see that we spawned the straight electrical cable. Then we can throw that in our hand and, I don't know, put it on the ground, I guess. It's not a very good example of the item IDs, because you know, it's sort of a weird item to spawn. We're going to spawn the auto turret. Let's do that. So again, start button, go up to this. You can reuse the same thing. Be very careful not to press the X button, because that clears the list. So, you know, if you have like it clears the whole item bar, and then you have to retype everything, which is so annoying on the Switch. So annoying, don't get me started. So we're doing 197, so that's going to give us the auto turret. Again, watch the left hand side, because it briefly shows the item popping up there as added 1 to the inventory, added auto turret. Cool. And then we can go to B, open up the menu, double tap, there we go, we've got our auto turret, and we can place that and rotate it on the ground. Bam, that's items. Really difficult, eh? That's what I thought. So we're going to move on to the next kind of category, which is basically taming, or the creation of creatures. And again, I hope this is in a simple format so that you're able to understand it. I'm going to pop up here, click X to kind of clear it, and then we're able to access it. Alright, so the next one's a little bit more complicated. We're going to basically spawn in a tamed summoned creature. So we've created the item, and we want our own little creature pet to go in. So we press the plus again, and we are going to type up summon cheat, summon tamed, Mega Rex underscore character underscore BP underscore C, with the Mega Rex being the sort of option that you can swap out if you want different creatures, and we're going to show that in a sec here, and there are certain variations to it too. So be careful again of pressing X, because that will wipe what you've typed out. Click it, and we've got our giant friendly tamed creature. Hello, how are you doing today? Pretty cool, eh? And then we're able to like ride it if we can get to the right kind of sense spot for it. It's a bit awkward because it's a big creature. And there we go. Now we can sort of ride it, and I accidentally tapped X too much. But yeah, so there we go. We got a Mega Rex. Pretty cool, eh? And we'll just sort of show off quick variations on that, like dropping the cheat. So that works too. You don't need to have cheat involved. I like to show the proper way, like, because there's like full ones and then there's like console versions. I like to show the proper way, just so people have a full understanding in case something's not working, they can do the full write-up amount for it. So again, you can just have summon tamed Mega Rex character BPCD. Okay, cool. Then we can do summon, and that is a non-tamed hostile giant red T-Rex. And now they're all going to fight to the death. So that's quite something and entertaining, I would say. Wouldn't you? I think it is. Cool. So there's other things too. We can do over here, we can do summon tamed. We do tamed just because it's easier to deal with, but if you want to have monsters fight to the death, that's completely up to you if you want to do that. I mean, these are your cheating codes. You do what you want with. Again, you know, you might get away with it, but try to be case sensitive when you're doing stuff, because that most likely is the reason why things are not working for you. There we go. We've got the dodo now. If you spawn things on top of it, is the dodo really going to go and try to fight for me? Sorry. Okay. Or we could have things like, I don't know, let's do a beaver. And it's just like a couple examples to show you the taming kind of cheat things. Because I've shown you the items one, it's really easy, you just change what it is. The character one's a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult because there is that added layer of complexity with actually having to spawn specific named creatures. There's also one for infinite stats that you could put 2 if you wanted to clear that and put infinite stats in. Lots of different options for different things. You can switch the time of day if you'd like to. And again, these are just kind of like bonus ones. The main necessity here was showing off how to turn on the cheats, like the admin console, getting spawning of creatures, the spawning of items, and kind of just tweaking things. So we can go with, this one's a little bit shorter, so it's not too bad. Set time. And I think this one would be one that people would desire, because, you know, I'm not sure everybody likes to play at nighttime. So we've got set time of day, and then from there we're going to change things. We've got, let's make it 7. So then we go and you got to do the 3 different categories here, right? So we've got our hours, our minutes, and our seconds. And just like before, click the admin command there, and you saw how these sort of shadows on the ground changed, and that situates that the day has been adjusted. Just a little bit of a rendering problem with this. Oh, wow. This is some pretty intense stuff going on here, I'd say. So I hope that helped kind of basically show off the cheat codes, the spawning, the controls, the creation of the various creatures in this game. If you do have any questions, let me know. Again, entity lists are available in the description if you're having any problems. You can add certain amounts of items based on changing the 110 prompt, basically. So what that does, because I just want to add on to that so you get a little bit of extra value out of it. So with the item numbers, each of those represents something. So we've got give item number, right? Then the next kind of one after the number, like what item number it is basically the number of items of it to add, and then the one after that is the quality of added items. And then you can kind of like force the blueprint, but you put 0 down, so it's like a false imprint as opposed to forcing something particular. Again, I hope this sort of assisted with your creations of weird looking dinos. As my right side controller dies. There we go, now we're back. And yeah, that's Ark Survival Evolved on the Nintendo Switch. All of the controls easy to understand. Again, particular game types where you can actually use this and actually put it into action and everything like that, kind of hosting games with like local friends, or doing it yourself. I mean, in the single player. And there's a lot of different options. There's like full list of things you can do. You can fly if you'd like to. I mean, if that's something you want. And it's very easy to do. It's actually quite intuitive, actually, to be able to do stuff. And I hope this sort of helped you on your journey to have a little bit more fun with the game, because you can get all the building supplies you want. You can give yourself resources. You can make it easier to do stuff. And you can just really have fun with it, which I think is nice, and it's an extra little thing to do when you're playing Ark Survival Evolved on the Nintendo Switch.